Assalamualaikum. Welcome to this video tutorial on ASP.NET 4.5 for students at King Faisal University and for others who want to learn ASP.NET. This is part 31 in the series and is our second small project in ASP.NET about product catalog. This project displays a book catalog with thumbnails using ListView that can be clicked for more details using FormView. It's a simple project which students can use as a starter for bigger projects. The tools used are a pre-CSS template from the internet, a MasterPage, theme, TransactSQL, Ado.NET, and ListView and FormView. To lessen the time of this video, typing of some codes won't be recorded. Nevertheless, all codes will be shown. Before you proceed, please create an images folder anywhere on your hard disk, and inside it, there should be at least 5 pictures representing the books. These pictures were done in Paint. Once done, look for some CSS templates for free for ASP.NET. I think I like this CSS templates for free. The one we're going to use here is this regions. So download it. But you must have an account to do that. Once done, extract the file anywhere in your hard disk. I'll do that in my downloads folder also. And if you're asked for the password, it's CSS templates for free.com. Okay. Now you have that folder. Regions. Let's create our website. File new website. We'll call it product catalog. Okay. First, we're going to create an ASP.NET folder for the theme. Okay. The theme one, we will insert here the CSS from regions. So find your regions folder there, default.css, and we're going to rename it to theme1. Next is we're going to drag the folder images from regions onto our theme folder, theme1. Okay. Now we will create a master page. Add new item. Master page, add. We will insert some div tags. Let's start with the div id is equal to page, and then inside it we'll create another div id is equal to logo, and inside this logo we'll have one header, which is href to refer to our id selectors sharp. Let's put here CCSIT authored books. Okay. Let's also add the name of our university using P. King Faisal University. Okay. Then let's have another div to contain our placeholder. Let's call it content. Let's close it. I'll just cat this closing tag and put it after the placeholder. Control KD. Okay, now we're done. Okay, before we forget, we also have to include the footer. So div id is equal to footer, and we'll close it. Footer. Okay. Now we will go to web.config just to set our theme. start with pages theme is equal to theme1, and we will do the same thing for our style sheet theme, which is equal to theme1, and we'll close it for our pages. Okay, we'll close the web.config. Now we're ready to create our first web form. Add new item, web form, default, and we're going to use a master page or master page. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, again, to shorten this video, I copied already in the memory some of the codes for this default. So, but let's still look at it. We have here the menu and the class current page item. So if you go back to theme1.css, let's look for this menu there, and then the current page item. Look, the background is this image03.gif. So if you go to the images, you will see this image.03. So it looks like the head of an arrow. So what is actually that one? So if you go back to default.aspx, this current page item, and let's go to the design, you will see that arrow there, right? So that's that picture, that's image 3, and it's saying only that we are in the home page. So after doing this code, your default .aspx will look like that. So again, here's the code for the source. So here we have 3 menu items, one for the home page, another for the authored books.aspx, and contact us.aspx. As of now, we have done default.aspx but not the other two. Okay, so let's do now the second one. Add new item. Uh, let's call it authored books. We'll select the master page. Okay. So for our authored books, again, I pasted on the I copied in the memory, and this is the code. Now look, the class current page item is now on authored books.aspx. Now previously in the default, it was in default, but now in authored books, it contains already this current page item. That's why if you go to the design, you will see that this arrowhead is now pointing to authored books. Okay. Now we're ready for contact us. Add new item, web form. Let's call it contact us. Select master page. And again, in the code, for the code, I copied it in the memory. So now the class current page item is in contact us. And I just place a hyperlink so we can go directly to the website of our College of Computer Science and Information Technology, so that when you go to the design, you will have this hyperlink going to our website. At this point, we're going to create our database. So we're going to add first our folder app data, and inside app data, we're going to add a SQL Server database. We'll call it book add. Then we'll create a table called books. This book ID integer, and we're going to make it an identity. It's true. Then the title, we'll set it as a barcar 50. The author, same barcar 50. The description, We're going to make it bar car max. Then the price, we'll set it as float. And the last is the image path, which will contain the path onto the image. So usually it's simply the name of the file. And we're going to call it books. It's updated. Updated. For now, we're not going to enter any data. We'll simply go back to authored books. From here, we will drag the table books. Remember that we don't have any data yet for authored books. We'll put it in div entry. We will delete this grid view, but we will keep the data source. Instead, we will put a list view also from data there. And the data source is SQL data source 1. Now let's go back to the source. Again, I copied in the memory the code for list view, so I'm just pasting it. But let's look at this one. So it's a layout template. And inside the item template, we have a table with one row and two cells. In the first cell, you can notice that the image path using this eval, sharp eval, the image path is placed there with this height and width. And in the second cell, there are information about the title and the price. Again, it's using eval. Another thing that you have to notice is there is this href with book details and an inquiry for the book ID. It's using question mark. But we don't have this book details .aspx yet. So if we run it, it will not work, this part. But and another one is the empty data template. If there's no data, it will display this statement. So since there's no data, if we run it, we'll try to run it now. Control F5. So there is this, sorry, no products are available. So let's go back to our book table and try to add some records. Show table data. Okay, let's start with book 1 from author 1. This is book 1. I'll copy this. The price is 100. The image path is book1.png. That is the title of the picture. Next is book 2. So author 2. This is book 2. Say 200. This is book 2.png. And then book 3. So author 1. This is book 3. Say 300. This is book 3.png. This is book 4. Author 3. This is book 4. Say 100. This is book 4.png. And the last, let's tap at 5. Author 3. This is book 5. 500. This is book 5.png. Okay, so now that we have data for our table books, if we run it again, we should be able to see them. But I forgot, we don't have yet this images. So if you remember, I placed it in the downloads folder, that images. So I'm going to drag this now onto our solution product catalog website. So it's their image now. We'll try to run it again. Okay, so now the images are there. And if you can see, you can click them, but because this book details of web form is still not available, if I click now, there will be an error. Okay, so let's continue. Another thing that we can add is the data pager. So after the list view, we will place this data pager, which has page size of 3 for the list view one. So if you look at it again and run it, you will see that there are only 3 books shown at a time, and now there's no paging. In the second page, there are 2 books. So that's the data pager. This time we'll create the book details form. So book details, select master page, add OK. And in content 2, let's try to add some class, starting with the title. Let's put an ahref for our title, books details, and also we're going to add another class for the entry there. This is where we're going to put the form view. So we'll just drag this form view inside our entry. Now I copied already some codes for the form view, so I'll just paste it inside this form view. Okay, so that's this one. It's form view. Control KD. Okay, this is the one that I copied. So it's an item template starting with the title and the author. We use header 1 and header 2. And then inside or below it, we have this table with only 1 row and 2 cells. In the first cell is the image path, and it's bigger now. In the second cell, there are information about the description, the price, and the book ID. So let's go to the design. It will be something like this one. So this is the title, this is the author, and this is the image path or the picture. And then there are the description, the price, and the book. Okay, let's go now to the code behind. Okay, for our code behind, we're going to include system that that configuration. We're going to use also using system dot data and system dot data dot SQL client. Okay. Okay, again, I copied something on the memory, so I'll just paste it here. There's our connection string. Then we're going to select all the fields from books depending on the book ID. This is the inquiry. And then we will set the parameter bid according to the page request query string book ID. This is the one from authored books. If you still remember here in authored books, there is this query represented by the question mark. This book ID. That is the one that is going to be brought here in the page request query string. So we're done with the code. Make sure that you enter all these codes. Now we'll try to run again, starting with the default. Control F5. So this is the home page. Let's first go to Contact Us. When you click this, you will be moved to the website of the college. And if you go back and you click authored books, you will see the books that we have. There are 2 pages. If I click on book 4, oh, wait, I think we missed on something. Let's close it first. Let's go back to book details. What did we miss here? Yeah, here. I think we missed the wide post. So I'll add another div here. Class is equal to post. Yeah, there. This one. This will make it better. Okay. And then I'll take this ending tag and I'll put it below here. Okay, Control KD. Okay, class. Let's go back to default. Run it again. Control F5. Authored books. Let's choose book one. Okay, I think it's better. So here in this book details, you have the title of the book, the author of the book, the picture of the book, and the description, price, and a book number. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope this is something useful for you to start on a bigger project in ASP.NET. Again, thank you for watching this video. Mas salama.